Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here from Genfinity and a real great summary of what Hedera has been up to in 2024. And if you need some stuff to feel bullish about Hedera and HBAR, this is definitely it. And I was just having a quick skim through it just to look at like the highlights, and I was just looking, I was thinking, man, like this is so detailed, like they've really done so much. And it wasn't until I started to think about it when he said 2024 that like we're actually almost halfway through the year, and how time flies, man, because it really doesn't feel like it's been that long. But yes, even so, when we look at what they've done within this time frame, they've got a lot going on, guys, and this is great stuff to see because it just continues to show you that Hedera are continuing to keep it moving, they're continuing to build on the network, and they're continuing to innovate. So for me, this is what I like to see. But I'm going to go through the post so you guys can see it for yourselves. So we have the post here and it goes as follows. The Hedera network and HBAR ecosystem have grown at an astounding rate in 2024. Over the past few months, the ecosystem has achieved critical adoption milestones as blockchain continues seeing institutional utilization of the technology begin to take tangible form. Let's dive into Hedera's achievements this year. Through institutional adoption, tokenization, ESG initiatives, and additions to the governing council, the Hedera ecosystem has witnessed major milestones in growth. Today we divide these areas of growth into 4 example segments and explore key highlights within each. New council additions, consortium contribution, DeFi and Web3 integration, and institutional adoption. In this thread we will be focusing on points 1 and 2. Advancements within the governing council. The governing council is one of the cornerstones to what truly makes Hedera unique. Governed by the world's leading organizations, up to 39 collusion-resistant organizations join forces to govern the network, each committed to network innovation, stability, and continued decentralization. The Governance Council inherently builds trust via stake of reputation. Each council member represents a large institution, enterprise, or entity. Multiple global economic verticals are represented, bringing an unprecedented level of trust to the network and bolstering adoption for real-world utility in multiple industries. In 2024 alone, the Hedera network added Hitachi America in January 15th, Mondelez on February 14th, and BitGo on March 1st. Hitachi is a multinational conglomerate focused on products and services around systems in finance, energy, railway, digital systems, and more. Mondelez owns consumer brands such as Oreo, Ritz Crackers, Cadbury, Halls, Kraft Brand, Jell-O, and many others. BitGo is a leading institutional digital asset custody service that has been operating since 2013. BitGo has major relationships with banks, exchanges, trading firms, financial service providers, and much more. The network has not seen council additions introduced at this pace since the initial formation in 2019. The Hedera network has been added to major consortiums including Blockchain for Energy, OpenSSF by Linux, and the Digital Euro Association. The Blockchain for NRG consortium recently launched B4E Carbon alongside Innovate AI, aiming to provide the industry's inaugural comprehensive emissions management solution that leverages in tandem blockchain, AI, and Internet of Things (IoT). The B4E Carbon's proprietary digital measurement, reporting, and verification (DMRV) tool is directly built on Hedera and is arguably at the heart of the technology stack, serving as core infrastructure to what allows B4E Carbon to operate and track emissions data through the immutability of DLT. B4E also consists of leaders in the energy space, such as Aramco, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and more. Additional Hedera network ESG utilization not directly included in this thought piece includes the Managed Guardian Service under the auspices of the United Nations. The Open Source Security Foundation is yet another Linux working group that Hedera has joined. Some others include Finos Foundation (open source finance), Hyperledger (industry purpose DLT), and Open Wallet FDN (wallet solutions). OpenSSF creates solutions for sustainable, secure development, maintenance, and use of open source software. Additional members involved in this organization include Apple, Microsoft, Coinbase, IBM, Intel, Google, Huawei, Cisco, Citi, and more. The Hedera network is currently the only public DLT added into the ecosystem. Hedera and Digital Euro Association. DigiEuro is a group made to work to develop the digital euro via research and experiment. The core team is built from members with experience in central banking, research, academia, and finance within Europe. Additional blockchain members of the Digital Euro Association include Ripple, XRP, and Left0 A0. Additional participants within the consortium include central banks, consultancy firms such as EY, stablecoin issuers, Circle, and academia such as Frankfurt School Blockchain Center. The Hedera network has seen trials of CBDC integration within the technology stack via commercial stablecoins and MTech Inc.'s CBDC platform, which leverages Hedera Consensus Service (HCS). Stablecoin Studio has brought a newfound method for issuing stablecoins at unprecedented go-to-market speed. This solution has since been tested by the likes of Shinhan and Siam Commercial Bank in 2023 for cross-border settlement of stablecoin assets in banking environments. Siam Commercial Bank (largest South Korean bank) and Shinhan Bank (South Africa's largest lender) both utilized the Hashpack app, one of the Hedera network's most utilized wallets during testing. These pillars of adoption are only a few of the milestones the network has achieved in 2024, and in this breakdown we have only shared a small portion of our deep dive into Hedera's adoptive progress. Stay tuned as we soon break down recent progress in regards to Web3/DeFi integrations and institutional adoption. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, guys. So, there you have it. I mean, listen to all that what's been going on. Like, is that not an incredible start to 2024? Does that not seem like this is a network that's not just thriving right now? It really seems to me like there's just so much going on and just so much to be excited for in terms of value for HBAR, right? And this is what I keep saying to you guys. For me, this is why I'm not worrying about the price, because there's nothing to make me think that HBAR is going to struggle in the end, right? So if we think about what happened with the news about BlackRock, right? Let's forget the FUD, what happened afterwards. But if we look at what happened when the news came out, the price went exponential, right? We saw that. It really took off. Now, think about that in a bull market. That's the continued euphoria that you will see. So you've just seen a preview that HBAR can run. So for anybody who's been worrying, there's your proof that HBAR can run. Now, yes, we can get into the fact that in the end it lost all of its value, but I'll say one of two things about that. The first thing I'll say is we're not in the alt season right now. So in terms of it sustaining that, when you're in the actual alt season and HBAR's having its time then, I think that will be very different. That's first and foremost, because when you're in an alt season, it's completely different. Yes, we are in bull market territory, but right now we're still seeing how Bitcoin does, and Bitcoin does lead the market. It's just that simple. So even if we had this huge rally with HBAR, if something happened on the same day with Bitcoin or something happened the next day with Bitcoin, HBAR is going to go down with it. It's just that simple. That's just what's going to happen. So I'm not surprised by that, generally speaking. But then we can get to the controversial aspect of this. Point 2. We had the whole thing with the FUD with the media. who completely just sabotaged the whole announcement. And I've already covered all that in a previous video, so I'm not going to get into that right now, but there's a video I've got what actually proves that. Is it a thing where crypto media purposefully intended to sabotage the BlackRock announcement? And I think it's a very real possibility. I can't say for sure, but there's proof in the video that tells you it's possible that this was an intended thing. So I won't get into it too much. If you want to see it, it's on my channel. It's not that old, so it'll be one of my recent videos, so you will see it. But check it out. So that was something that also caused a lot of confusion, and it caused a lot of controversy and a lot of issues. So that had an impact on the price. Now, if that hadn't have happened in that way, who knows? Maybe the price would have continued to go higher, or maybe we wouldn't have lost as much value as we did, right? It might have sustained the value a bit better. So that's another thing that we have to take into account there with that. But when I look at everything that's going on with HBAR and Hedera as a network, everything's looking positive to me, guys. They're doing everything that you would want them to do. So for me, in my eyes, when the bull run does come and it's HBAR's time, I'm just expecting fireworks. And, you know, the fact that we saw it with that news from the BlackRock announcement, that's to me is the proof that I need. It tells me like, yes, this can happen. Because, you know, one of the things that some people were being skeptical about was the token allocation, right? They were thinking, oh, you know, that's going to dilute the market. It's not going to be able to pump or anything like that. Well, we've seen that that's not the case. We've seen that HBAR can pump, right? So when it comes to it being the alt season moment and it's, you know, it's HBAR's turn, I'm expecting that and more, right? I'm expecting all that again and more. So I see no reason as to why we shouldn't get our turn within this bull market for HBAR. And to me, when I just see all this stuff, it just lets me know like, hey, HBAR just looks like it has a promising future ahead of itself. You know, all this stuff is just reasons to be excited about HBAR long term. So for me, my confidence, you know, remains strong. I'm not phased or anything like that. But, you know, all these things that you're hearing, and as they said, like, this is them just scratching the surface. They've not even gone into the full deep dive here. This is just 2 parts and, you know, not doing the full aspect of everything that they want to cover. So there's still more to come, guys. And I'm happy to, you know, continue to cover that other post that they do at some point as well, because, you know, they'll give you more of the bigger picture. But we'll wait and see when it comes. But to me, just hearing this alone, it just tells me like everything I need to know. So I'm really excited. And for me, this was really a great summation of everything that, you know, is going on with Hedera. Well, not everything, but, you know, just a great cover of some of the things going on. And I'm just like, wow, you know, they're really hitting the ground running, aren't they? You know, they're not messing about at all. A lot of things going on. To me, this just seems like a network that is just thriving, in my opinion. So hope this has been useful to you guys, and hope it's gave you some confidence. I found it very good. I found it very interesting. So thought I'd share it with you guys. But what do you guys think? HBAR's roundup of 2024 so far. Do you like the sound of this? Does this give you confidence that HBAR is going to do well in the bull run? Do you think that this will be good for HBAR's price? Or do you not like the sound of this? Is there anything that you've heard that actually gives you any kind of concern for HBAR? Or do you just not think that anything that's been covered will be good for HBAR's price overall long term? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.